my name is Miss Emily, and I'm a children's librarian at the Ashboro Public Library. Today, I wanted to take a few minutes to practice being mindful with you. Being mindful means that we're paying special attention to how we're feeling and to what's going on around us. Today, I wanted to practice being mindful by talking about our feelings the same way we would talk about the weather outside. We use different words to describe the weather outside. Maybe it's sunny, maybe it's rainy, or maybe it's foggy or cloudy. So in the same way we talk about the weather outside, we can talk about the way we're feeling. Sometimes it can be hard to describe the way we're feeling. So we can use words like sunny or cloudy to kind of explain how we're feeling without having to pick out an emotional word. So let's go ahead and talk about a few different ways that we can describe the way we're feeling the same way we would describe the weather outside. So what kind of weather do you think would describe feeling happy? What about when it's sunny outside? When it's bright outside, we can go outside, run around, play in the grass. Maybe it feels nice and warm on our skin. Sometimes when I go outside and it's really bright, I get really happy because all of the colors around me look a lot brighter too. And I notice a lot of pretty things that I might not notice when it's dark outside. So sunny can be a way to describe when you're feeling happy. Now maybe you're not really feeling happy, but you're not feeling sad either. What's one way we could describe that? I think when it's cloudy outside, that's a good way of describing when we're not really happy, but we're not sad either. So maybe when we're a little frustrated or tired, we can say we're feeling cloudy. Not quite bright, but not upset either. Now maybe you are feeling a little sad. It's okay to feel sad sometimes. One way to describe feeling sad is rainy. Now what do raindrop shapes remind you of? They kind of remind me of tears. So I think rain is a really good way of describing when we're sad because we're not feeling bright outside and we're feeling a little more than frustrated. So it's not really just cloudy. The clouds are starting to rain a little bit and I'm feeling sad. One feeling that's really hard to describe is when we're feeling afraid. So I think a great way to describe when we're feeling afraid is by saying we're feeling like a thunderstorm. Thunderstorms can be really scary. There's loud noises and bright lights in the sky. The loud noises are thunder and the bright lights are lightning. So when I'm feeling afraid, I might say I'm feeling a little bit like a thunderstorm. Now you don't have to be afraid of thunderstorms to say that your fear feels like a thunderstorm. This is just an example of how we can compare what we're feeling with what's going on outside. Now another feeling you might feel is anger. How do we compare anger to what's outside? Well, maybe this anger is feeling like a lot of emotions are going around inside you and you don't know how to control them. One weather condition that is a lot like anger spinning around or feelings that we don't know how to put a word on is a tornado. Just like your feelings might be spinning around and around in you, a tornado spins around and around too. So if you're feeling angry or like you have a lot of emotions and you don't know how to explain it to your parents or your teacher, maybe you could say, my feelings feel like a tornado. When we think about our feelings as if they were weather, it gives those feelings less power over us, and it can make those upsetting feelings feel a little less upsetting. Now, we don't have the power to change the weather, just like we can't always change how we're feeling. But what we do know is that the weather always changes, which means that your bad feelings, they'll eventually go away too. It's not gonna always rain, and it's not gonna always thunderstorm. There'll be bright days, and yeah, there'll be some cloudy days too. But we always know that those bad feelings and that bad weather, it'll pass. Recognizing and labeling emotions this way can help take away some of the overwhelming emotion that is attached to a feeling. Describing emotions like weather events can help you speak to your child about how they're feeling and their emotions, especially when it's hard to put a name on those emotions. Parents, this can be a great way to talk to your children about how they're feeling, and it can also be a great way for you to communicate how you're feeling to them in terms that they will understand. So consider closing your eyes and taking a few minutes to think about how you're feeling. What weather is inside of you today? Thank you guys for practicing being mindful with me today. I make new mindfulness videos every other week, and I put those out on the Randolph County Public Library YouTube and Facebook pages. I hope you guys will join me again in a few weeks for a mindfulness story time, and I hope you guys have a great week. Bye-bye.